tomorrow, the Translux Crim Woodward at 6 Mile.
It's time to synchronize your sign with the Mystic Gypsy for the $120 CKLW Zodiac Jackpot. The Big 8 is ready to receive the 6th call at 258-4054 Windsor, 964-9833 in Detroit. Simon and Garfunkel, touching you with beauty. Bridge over troubled waters. Hit number 6 from CKLW. It's 521 with Ed Mitchell.
Ford dealer is...
Now you can buy a Torino, specially equipped with white wall tires, full wheel covers, racing mirrors, full 100% nylon carpeting, vinyl insert body molding, even an optional vinyl roof. All at a special reduced price. And that's a fact. Now, save at your Ford dealer during his white sale for a limited time only.
Your Ford dealer is the one. Number one in deals and service.
And don't forget, while other car prices are going up, you can still get Maverick at the same low price. Maverick, the simple one, at your Ford dealers now. Connie Sheridan of Wayne. Prepare for Gypsy to make an astrological prediction. Should it match your sign, a $120 fortune is your fate. What is your birthday? Connie?
Tonight.
Then your sign is Gemini, and we are in cosmic contact with Gypsy.
Prepare for interesting yet nervous day. Strive to control legal expenses. Brace for some upsetting news which could come today if your sign is Capricorn.
I'm sorry, Connie. Gypsy's forecast was not for your sign. The CKLW Zodiac Jackpot now rises to $130. 525 on the Ed Mitchell Show. This one's for Ferndale and for Walled Lake on the hit lines. Thanks for the calls. New beats, all yours.
I get my kick from watching people running.
Right, with the new beats. CKLW, the Ed Mitchell Show.
CKLW.
Well, I've been waiting, stood up, broken hearted again.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Ed Mitchell.
CKLW. Motor City.
5:30, it's Big 8. Oh, how the time flies when you're having fun. This is R.B. Greaves with the Burt Bacharach song.
I walk along the city's
There's always something there to remind me. R.B. Greaves, 5:33. It's CKLW with Ed Mitchell. Attention all motorists in the greater Detroit and southeastern area. Boron's weather forecast for February is 16 days at 20 degrees or below. Don't risk a frozen fuel line. Switch today to the Winter Power gasoline, new golden boron with double ice guard. The only gasoline so dependable that when used exclusively, it's double guaranteed. No carburetor icing, no fuel line freeze up, or boron pays your tow. Get golden boron protection today at Boron. They want every car in the greater Detroit and southeastern area to start.
The most cataclysmic event in man's history was the eruption of the island volcano Krakatoa, east of Java.
Starts tomorrow at the Vanity Theater, 1 block south of the tunnel exit in downtown Windsor. A cosmic command from Gypsy can bring a star vault stashed with Big 8 cash. The CKLW Zodiac Jackpot holds $130. Oh, it's Joe South again. Come on, baby, walk a mile in my shoes.
If I could...
Go South. Thank you, my man. 538 CKLW on the Ed Mitchell Show. See Tennyson Chevrolet on Plymouth Road in Livonia, where you can drive a new Impala for only $23.99. That's right, the big new 1970 Impala for only $2,399, all ready to go. Not only that, but with 1970 less than 1 month old, Tennyson Chevrolet is already having a demo sale. Yes, already you can get a 1970 Chevrolet at year-end prices, and they even have a few 69s left at tremendous savings. So get out to Tennyson Chevrolet today. That's Tennyson Chevrolet, and they are on Plymouth Road between Merriman and Farmington Roads in Livonia.
Tastier than a regular hamburger.
faster than you can make it at home.
More fun than a 3-course meal.
It's Super Chef
A quarter pound of pure beef, catsup, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion rings, creamy dressing, all on a toasted bun. So next time you're in Burger Chef, look up. It might be the mighty Super Chef.
Burger Chef goes all out to please your family.
Before 6, this is Bob Lozier's CKLW 2020 News. Under a general fund budget recommendation today from Michigan Governor William Milliken, Detroit will receive a $5 million unrestricted handout to help pull it out of debt. In the total budget recommendation to the legislature, the figure is up $197 million over current spending. Recollecting a sagging economy and anticipating strikes in the auto industry this fall. On the $5 million proposal gift for debt-ridden Detroit, Common Council President Mel Ravitz says he would like to see more money spread out over a longer period of time as a solution to the real problems facing the city. On another problem, that of drug rehabilitation, a ray of hope today, Ravitz announced that the Federal Department of Labor has decided to take the land and buildings of the Mayberry Sanitarium for a Job Corps Center, which will free the Marine Hospital on the city's east side for a drug rehabilitation center.
Well, we are very hopeful that we will be able to use it for a narcotics center. Some of us have, over the last several months, been pushing in that direction. The decision of the Department of Labor to set up its Job Corps at Mayberry rather than at the Marine Hospital frees up the Marine Hospital insofar as they're concerned.
Henry James, Public Health Services Director of the Drug Center in Lexington, Kentucky, the only federal one in the eastern part of the U.S., today met in the office of U.S. Attorney James Brickley in Detroit to talk over the problem of drug addiction. Since Detroit sends a very high percentage of its drug patients to Lexington, Brickley says he hopes that a detoxification unit can be set up at Herman Kiefer Hospital in Detroit to take some of the load off Lexington.
Mr. James has come up here to help us to better screen the people we're sending down there, because Lexington is responsible for how large an area?
What is male patients east of the Mississippi River, female patients in the entire continental United States.
We're sending something like what?
33% of all male admissions to the place.
So they're alarmed because they just can't take this kind of a load from one specific area when their responsibility is so broad.
The advisory board to the International Joint Commission warned today that unless open lake dumping by industry is prohibited, water quality and wildlife eating areas may be damaged. However, the president of the U.S. Association of River and Harbor Contractors attacked that recommendation because he claims industries dependent on ports could not perform maintenance dredging to keep open docks and berthing facilities. Among those facilities mentioned as ports that would cease because of the cost of finding suitable land disposal sites are those in Windsor, Detroit, and Cleveland. A Detroit Motorcycle Club member was found guilty today by Judge Thomas Poindexter in Detroit Recorder's Court after being accused of wounding a Detroit police officer. William Bishop was charged with assault when a police officer pursued him into the Henchman's Motorcycle Club headquarters on 4th Street in Detroit. However, witnesses did not agree with the officer's testimony. First reports of that decision reached the Big 8 through the hotline. When you see news happening, phone 254-CKLW in Windsor or 961 NEWS in Detroit, and possibly you'll get in on that weekly cash award and become eligible for the $1,000 annual award. FIC Fund Incorporated of Montreal today confirmed that it now controls about 59% of the voting power in Windsor Raceway Holdings Limited with its recent purchase of 231,000 shares of Class A and B units and 225,000 common shares of Raceway stock. George Amber, a Royal Oak businessman and president of American-Canada Teleferry Limited, has accused Detroit officials and the Greater Detroit Chamber of Commerce of selling his gondola scheme down the river. Amber says the chamber and the city government are trying to get an all-sports stadium built on the land Amber wants to develop. And Windsor traffic is heavy at this hour with no major tie-ups. It's moving slower in the downtown area and on Riverside Drive. Detroit freeway traffic is heavy outbound, medium inbound, with stop-and-go conditions at the interchanges. No reported accidents. All three of Canada's major auto manufacturers, General Motors, Chrysler, and Ford, report a drop-off in sales for January as compared to the previous year's sales. GM showed a decline in sales from around 28,000 to 18,000 cars, Chrysler from 11,000 to 9,000, and Ford from 15,500 down to 13,000. Those automotive layoffs in the Windsor area continue to affect the upswing in unemployment. The Windsor branch of the Unemployment Insurance Commission shows 18,000 persons on unemployment insurance in comparison to 8,000 a year ago. CKLW Sports. The Detroit Red Wings take on the the Toronto Maple Leafs at Olympia tonight, and it's a must game for the Wings. Detroit has a 1-point lead over Chicago as the two teams battle to the wire for the fourth and last playoff spot. Elsewhere, Philadelphia tangles with Boston, and Montreal plays on the West Coast against Los Angeles. Only one game is scheduled tonight in pro basketball. San Francisco goes against Chicago. Two of the top-ranked college basketball teams will be in action tonight. Number 6 Jacksonville visits East Carolina, and 9th-rated North Carolina plays at Wake Forest. There will also be a doubleheader at New York. Fordham faces Detroit, and NYU meets Manhattan. In high school basketball, the line schedule tonight has Sacred Heart Seminary versus St. Gabriel. They'll be playing in the Holy Redeemer High School gym. Coach Bill Foley of Detroit Catholic Central High School, ranked among the top 10 in Class A basketball throughout the season, says his team can clinch its league title with a win this week or next.
Hope to win tomorrow night, and if we don't, we have to beat Austin the following week over Austin. We need one more game to clinch the division title.
Former Bradley University basketball player Tim Robinson has filed a $6 million suit against the National Basketball Association. It charges the NBA with conspiracy to boycott him, violating the Sherman antitrust law and an unconstitutional draft procedure. Former Detroit home run slugger Rudy York died today of lung cancer at Rome, Georgia. He was 56. Frank Costantino today was named head football coach at the University of Western Ontario. He replaces the retiring Jody Buttress. CKLW, first in the Motor City with 2020 news.
Roger this message.
Motor City weather, just ahead of much more music and Ed Mitchell. Intermittent snow flurries tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow. Low tonight, 8 above. High tomorrow, 40. Mercantile 65. Medium air pollution, 37 degrees. This is Bob Lozier, 2020 News.
CKLW.
Clearwater Revival, John Fogerty. Sing the song about life in a traveling band. It's a hit from CKLW and Ed Mitchell at 5:51. CKLW scans the heavens for your celestial destiny. The airwaves are alive with impulses of truth born outside our galaxy, and probes into the cosmos have brought us contacts.
I am Gypsy. I see your steps foretold in the stars, and I will reveal them.
A voice from the rim of time, able to speak of your tomorrow and offer a treasure, appears within the hour on the Big 8. Remain in readiness to contact the hit line for the CKLW Zodiac Jackpot.
CKLW. Hot music. CKLW.
That's going to wrap it up. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 3 with the Solid Gold Weekend. Steve Hunter next with Gypsy. $130 in the CKLW Zodiac Jackpot. I don't know if I want to leave Steve and Gypsy here all by themselves or not. I think I'll stick around and chaperone. Good night. Thanks for dropping by. Love you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Hunter.
CKLW. The Motor City.
6 o'clock at the Big 8. How you doing?